Michael here with a huge week in LEGO news. LEGO Simpsons returns, and 2025 How to Train Your Dragon sets. 3 live-action LEGO movies including Ninjago. New sets for Captain America Brave New World. And did LEGO accidentally leak their Black Friday reveal? And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web, so if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First at Amazon from LEGO Star Wars, you can get Yoda's Jedi Starfighter for 31% off. The Pirate Snubfighter for 30% off. New Republic E-Wing vs. Shin Hati Starfighter for 27% off. And the Captain Rex Y-Wing Microfighter for 23% off. From LEGO City, the Explorer Diving Boat is 50% off. And the LEGO D&D minifigure 6-pack is 16% off. From LEGO Sonic, Amy's Animal Rescue Island is 42% off, and the Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge is 31% off. From LEGO Dreams, the Crocodile Car is 42% off, and Mr. Oz's Space Bus and the Ninjago Lloyd and Aaron's Ninja Team Mechs are 30% off. From DC, Batman vs. the Joker Chase is 35% off, and from Marvel, Miles Morales vs. Morbius is 36% off. And Venomized Groot and Baby Rocket Ship are 30% off. Plus, you can get the LEGO Tranquil Garden, Insect Collection, and NASA Mars Rover for 20% off each. Next, over at Target, today's the last day for 15% off select sets, including some of their exclusives like the Space Science Lab and Invisible Hand. Plus, the Mandalorian Fangfighter vs. TIE Interceptor is 32% off, and the Holiday Main Street is 14% off. Next, over at LEGO, you can get the free Books Are My Passion gift with purchases over $130. Plus, you can get the LEGO Marvel Cerebro gift with purchase with the new X Mansion, and the Entrance Gate promotion with the new LEGO Ideas Botanical Garden. So if you want to pick up any of these deals and more and support the channel, there's links to everything in the description below. Next up, according to Brick Fanatics and a.clay.brick, we're going to be getting LEGO Simpsons and LEGO How to Train Your Dragon sets next year. As you know, we got the Simpsons house and Quickie Mart plus 2 Simpsons collectible minifigure series almost 10 years ago. And ever since then, many fans have been clamoring to get more from Springfield. Many fans are assuming the next set could be of Krusty Burger like this LEGO Ideas submission that didn't make it through. This is because this set is rumored with a codename Clown and should retail for $230. Even if it's not the Krusty Burger, I'm super excited to see the Simpsons family return to LEGO, as I could even see us getting a yearly installment of a Springfield location similar to what we get from Lord of the Rings. As for How to Train Your Dragon, we don't have any details about the sets coming, but it's definitely interesting to see another new theme. And I think the timing sounds right, as there is a live-action version of the movie coming out next year, in addition to an entire themed land at the Epic Universe theme park. As for my predictions on the sets, I think look no further than the dragons we see in Ninjago, which is a theme known to produce some pretty epic dragons. And if the set's going to be based off the live-action film, I could even see a dragon design similar to the one from Dungeons & Dragons, or like some of the ones we get from Harry Potter, like the Hungarian Horntail. And speaking of Universal, Deadline announced that LEGO and Universal are teaming up for 3 live-action films. One of the films will be directed by director Patty Jenkins, known most recently for the Wonder Woman films. The second will be directed by Jake Kasdan, who recently directed the Jumanji series. And the final one will be directed by Joe Cornish, known for films like Attack the Block. LEGO's previous record with live-action productions gave us Galador, which was a largely panned kids' TV show. And this is interesting because it's a shift away from the animated style that we saw in the recent Piece by Piece Pharrell documentary, which is of course the same animated style for LEGO movies that we got with the original LEGO movie, which made them so successful. But what does give me some confidence is that they actually tapped the original LEGO Ninjago writers, Kevin and Dan Hageman, to write the script for a live-action Ninjago. While the LEGO Ninjago movie wasn't the most successful of the animated films, the TV series has been going on for almost 15 years, which provides a rich history and lore for the duo to tap into. And don't worry, I don't think the live-action movie will look like this. But interestingly, we did get a taste of what more human-style versions of the characters might look like in the anime sequence from Season 11, Episode 19's The Absolute Worst, which maybe gives us a slight sense about how these characters could be adapted. Overall, I'm super eager to see how these films turn out, as it definitely seems like LEGO and Universal are going big with live action and all this great talent. And I just hope that the Ninjago adaptation will be one of the good ones. And speaking of upcoming films, this week we got the reveal of the December sets coming for Captain America Brave New World. First up, we've got Captain America and Red Hulk Battle with 223 pieces retailing for $55. The unique vehicle build in the set LEGO's referring to as a fighter jet, which has some pretty interesting angles. You can lift up the windshield to place a minifigure inside, plus there's stud shooters and a hidden compartment. This set features 4 minifigures, including a new Big Fig version of Red Hulk, which features the newer style rotating head. We also get this new outfit for Captain America, which looks super interesting, especially the helmet. Plus he's got buildable wings with a spot for Red Wing at the back. We also have a figure for the new Falcon, which looks really cool with the printed face. And of course, another set of buildable wings. And finally, we've got Ruth Seraph with a detailed torso print. Even though there's 4 figures, including a big fig at $55, this set still feels expensive, as the premise of the set seems to fall in line with plenty of the other $30 Marvel and DC movie tie-in sets we've gotten. And the $50 Avengers vs. Leviathan also includes a big figure and 124 more pieces. And while it borrows figures from other sets, it does cost $5 less. Next up, we've got the new Captain America construction figure with 359 pieces, retailing for $35. The new suit is well rendered here in Lego form, especially with those plastic wings. And of course, all the nice detailed prints. The wings can be detached when not in use, and there's a spot for a buildable Red Wing. Finally, we've got the Captain America and Red Hulk brickheads with 202 pieces, retailing for $20. The 2 brickheads turned out nice with printing for each of the torsos. It's great to get our first Sam Wilson brickhead, and the Red Hulk seems to be similarly designed to the original Hulk figure we got in Series 1. And thanks to LEGO and the Ambassador Network, they actually sent me these brickheads for review, so I can't wait to break them down for you in a future video. And while certainly not without their flaws, the new sets do get me very excited for the new film. And speaking of getting excited, LEGO's giving us our first Black Friday preview on the 7th at 6 p.m. Eastern. You may remember LEGO did this last year when they revealed their Black Friday set Avengers Tower. And all rumors point to the Black Friday set this year being the HMS Endurance ship. But you technically won't have to wait till the 7th to get your sneak peek of what the design looks like, as the folks over at TalkBricks pointed out that LEGO may have accidentally posted it on their Singapore website. While the image is blurry, it does give us a great sense of what the ship's going to look like, and it looks pretty cool, with its many fabrics, sails, and rigging. The full deck with the lifeboats at the top, plus a stand and what seems to be a printed plaque. And this definitely gets me excited to see the final pictures. And as for any other surprises to come at the Black Friday preview, we'll have to wait and see. Next up, over on LEGO Insiders, we got the reveal of the new treasure chest reward. The build for the treasure chest has a clean design, but it has more than meets the eye, as it has an unusual opening mechanism and a secret spot to hide the treasure. And if you're looking to pick up this set for yourself, you can redeem it now on the Insider Rewards page for 2,400 points. Next up, next weekend at Barnes & Noble, there's a free LEGO build event, where those who attend will be able to build this holiday train snow globe. The base snow globe is actually a significant size with that large dome, and inside we can see a small holiday train scene. If you want to pick one up, the event date and time varies per store, so be sure to check out Barnes & Noble's website for the event details. Next up, earlier today, Toys R Us and Macy's actually had a LEGO Disney building event. And while at this point you may have missed these cute Mickey and Minnie mosaics, next week on November 9th, they're hosting another event. At participating Macy's from 12 to 2, they're hosting a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade Float event, which I'm wondering if it means we'll get a mini version of the Brick Changer float that we've seen in the parade the last few years. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, the fan vote is now open for the Build from the Heart contest, where we'll see one of these 5 projects become the next LEGO Ideas set with LEGO and Target. The first project, called Teddy Bear, turned out really cute, and I love how the designer was able to capture all the curved shapes. Next, we've got Swans in Love with 2 brick-built swans creating that lovely heart shape with another clean build. Next up, we've got Build Your Love, which is a unique display, especially with that multicolored heart, which looks so cool. Next, we've got Lovebirds, which makes a nice display with the 2 birds at the top, and I really love the build for the tree. And finally, we've got Our Love Story Memories box, which looks like a large book and opens up so you can place keepsakes inside like a photo. And voting is open from now through the 4th. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, there was a whopping 6 projects at 10,000 supporters on the platform this week, so let's break them down. First up, we've got Beetlejuice Ghost House, which looks just as it did in the film, with all sorts of rooms to recreate scenes from the movie, though we have seen other similar projects not make it through. Next up, we've got Linguini and Remy Brickheads. Straight out of Ratatouille, the duo look really great, though I don't think we've ever seen a Brickheads project approved. Next, we've got Portal 2, Peabody, and Atlas. The builds, of course, come straight out of the game and look highly accurate. And while Portal seems very popular on LEGO Ideas, we haven't seen any projects selected. Next up, we've got Genshin Impact Leo Harbor Wharf. Based, of course, on the open world action RPG, the design for this looks pretty interesting and would make a fun set. Next up, we've got Magic Bookends, and if this looks familiar, it's actually its 2nd time hitting 10,000 supporters, so we'll have to see if it does better this time around. Finally, we've got Science Lab Kit, which includes test tubes, a Bunsen burner, and a centrifuge. But as we've seen other science projects rejected, I'm curious how it'll do, but as always, we'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, another absolutely jam-packed week in LEGO news. I'm so excited to see what comes of Simpsons and How to Train Your Dragon sets next year, not to mention all the exciting live-action LEGO films that may be coming. And it's wild to think that this year we still have the Captain America sets and that HMS Endurance set to be revealed. So there's definitely a lot to keep us busy in the meantime. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me. And don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be back next Saturday with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations, and be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win, and definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one!